My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Benedetta. Let's just begin with what I did like about this movie, and there's not much, but the performances are fine enough. Virginia Ifar does a fine job. Daphne Padigan, I thought, was the standout. Not a great performance, but she does enough. And there is some good production qualities to this movie, like the costumes and the locations. And I ran out of good things to say. I hated this movie. I hated it. I thought this movie was a giant piece of shit. And let's begin with the biggest issue, and it's the fact that this movie is never engaging. I never cared about anything going on, I never cared about any of the characters. It's just never effective at what it's trying to do, and I thought the movie was incredibly boring. This movie is over 2 hours long, and there's just no excuse for that one time. There's not enough substance here, and it definitely overstayed its welcome. I also think it's trying way too hard to be provocative. Um, it's This movie came out in 2021, and just being frank, Lesbian Nuns isn't as edgy as you might think it is. There was a movie called Novitate that did it. Um, there was also a movie called Disobedience. It's just nowhere near as edgy as the movie tends to think it is. It is definitely trying to be blasphemous, so there is one thing involving the Virgin Mary which will definitely offend many, many people, and it just felt like it was there for shock value. It doesn't actually add anything to the movie. It's just seems like a guy just trying to shock and be as dark and as edgy as possible, but it just all felt completely empty. There's also these dream sequences in this movie that I was not a fan of. Um, yeah, there's plenty of people who get offended by plenty of movies, but it just felt like this one was doing it for the sake of it. It just felt like there was nothing greater on its mind. Like, it's trying to point out hypocrisy, but even then, I just don't think it does a good job with that. And I've heard people call this movie funny, and I, I did not find it remotely funny. I was just like, wait, people think this is sharp and funny and witty? Like, really? What? This movie just did not work for me on any level. It's not smart. It's just Paul Verhoeven has made some great movies in the past, and I don't know what's happened with him, but come on, this is beneath him. It just seems like he's caught up in this hypersexual, trying to offend type of mindset, and I just don't think it's interesting. I just don't think there's anything valuable or of substance with this movie. I just thought it was boring, it was long, it was just a really empty experience. I'm giving Benedetta a 1 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Benedetta? What did you think about it? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more videos soon, and Gavin out.